Hello, nerds watching all over the internet. It's Friday night. You know what that means. Another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. Another Friday night to talk about all the cool things happening in the world of pro wrestling. I'm talking matches, segments, wild and crazy interviews, title changes, returning icons, incredible mammoth pay-per-view events, and so much more. I am your host, Jose Casabona, and I'm also the host of the main show, The Ravens Flock, and I just now noticed that I'm feeling a little naked up here. Let me fix that.
You just now found your beanie? There, feel better? You're not, is your head warm enough? You've got a hood you can use, you know?
Well, yes, but I like putting on a beanie. Listen, it's all about not exposing myself, and you do not want me to expose myself.
Bitch, you're already plenty exposed.
And joining behind the camera is, of course, the host of the Black Files, my type partner for Wrestle Wrewind, the man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on his channel every single week. Be very careful, folks, because Juan has some evil intentions. Very evil. Evil! Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the mister. It's only evil intention if I actually mean to go for it.
Okay, Juan, put that away! Why are you showing it off?
Because apparently I'm evil. You know why else I'm evil? Because I didn't wash my hands after going tinklies.
That's diabolical.
Yeah, because I'm evil.
Put those damn things away. Jesus, man. Thought it was a box cutter.
No, it's crafting scissors.
And folks, like all our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. So make sure you hit the subscribe and the follow button. Click that notification bell for all our content. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. And for $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way now is the fact that we have to work 9 to 5 jobs just to keep the lights on. However, there's a way that you can help rescue us from this dim and dismal fate. And that's by doing what you find folks at home do best, which is supporting the Ravens Flock by liking our content, commenting both during and after the stream, sharing our content across social media to all your friends, family, and loved ones who have an affinity for geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between. And most important of all, making sure that you're subscribed to us and that you hit the notification bell for all alerts so that you never miss a beat.
And don't forget to click the hype button, because it lets the algorithm know that you like what you see and that you want something, see what you like.
You want other people to
see what you like.
If you're going to try to mimic or memorize my bit, put the effort into it.
I got half of it right.
Almost. That half isn't good enough. You have to go all the way. You know what else you folks need to go all the way for? Making sure that you have that subscribe button on with the notification bell for all alerts. The more people you refer us to, the more subscribers we get. The more subscribers we get, the more flockers come out of it. And before you know it, we'll be completely financially self-sustaining to the point where we're no longer just doing this channel for the love of the game, but also as our livelihood. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you get access to all of us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel, suit your tastes and needs. Jose, pray tell for our returning viewers and our first-time viewers. Why don't you let people know exactly what is it that we do here on Wrestle Rewind?
Well, here on Wrestle Rewind, we review 3 of the most exciting pro wrestling programs in North America today. WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. So this week we have two main event world title matches on NXT and TNA. Tony D'Angelo defending the NXT Championship against Naraku, round 2 Electric Boogaloo in a street fight, and the wanted man Nick Nemeth puts the TNA World Title on the line against Casey Navarro of all challengers. And, good on TNA for finally pushing young talent instead of cycling through the same people over and over. And, of course, in AEW, they cap off their main event this week with an incredible trios match and with Kenny Omega teaming up with Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay versus the Don Callis family. Another classic situation of, can they really coexist?
I hate it when you do that.
The answer is no, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So, for now, Juan, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do.
We're going to start off by talking about this week's edition of WWE NXT. And like I said, the main event is an incredible world title match, and we're going to get to that in just a bit, because first, we got a little bit of a tag team action, player. That's right, and not just a regular tag match, it is a 6-man tag team match. Why, thank you. Actually, Juan, do me a favor, flip the screens around so I can see better.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, the way we set up last week.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so in this opening contest, the 6-man tag team match, it is the team of Dark State, Dion Lennox, Cutler James, and Osiris Griffin taking on the team of the excommunicated Dark State member Saquon Sugars, teaming up with Noam, with the former multi-time NXT Heritage Cup winner Noam Dar, and shit, I forgot that. There's so many new people. I thought I caught up.
This is what happens when you don't pay attention for 2 months.
For 2 whole months? No, it's been longer than 2 months.
Well, that's not my problem.
Ah, God. Hang on. I can do this. I can correct this error, folks. Give me just a minute. God damn it. All right, here we go. Click it. Okay. Here we go. Romeo Moreno. Romeo Moreno is the NXT newcomer who is formed an alliance with Noam Dar, sort of a mentor-student tag team that we got going on here. And you know something? I want to.
Because they're both broccoli-headed?
No, it's because they're both European broccoli-headed.
Okay.
Now
fucking broccoli heads.
Now that being said, I want to talk about Noam Dar, because man, like I'm shocked that he is still employed by WWE, but seeing where he is right now compared to the awesome, albeit goofiness of the Metaphor group that he was in 3 years ago, this seems like a fall from grace, and it's all because of injuries that Noam Dar keeps accumulating during the wrestling career. Like, multiple injuries sidelining him, keeping him out of action for too long, and already, like, things have already changed in NXT. The entire culture, the entire landscape has already changed, and it's already and it, like, at this point, Noam Dar. Like, it's left him behind. Like, shit, you can't help but feel sad for Noam Dar.
I know.
Oof.
Broccoli-headed bitch. Let's get in the match.
All right, let's get to the match. So here we go. Despite my earlier comments, Noam Dar and Romero here, they gel well as a tag team together. Look at them doing.
Romero's the one in the long boys.
Nope, Romero's the one on the right, and Noam is the one on the left.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Give me a second. Let me. Yeah.
And yep, here we go. And these European broccoli boys do some incredible Broccoli heads do some incredible tag team action, as you can see here, flanking 2-on-1 against Osiris Griffin. Of course, Dark State relies on strength in numbers and strength in power, because all three of them are a bunch of powerhouse dudes. So there is a size disadvantage here, but that's not going to deter Noam Dar and Romero. So let's go ahead and continue. We got plenty more, baby. All right, so as the action continues on with this match, Saquon Sugars is tagged in, and he gets some much-deserved retribution against Dion Lennox.
All right, cool. So he got himself a nice hot tag. He starts working over Dark State. The fans are going crazy. The fans are loving Saquon Sugars, even though his late. That name's fucking stupid. I'm sorry.
Well, it's not as silly and ridiculous as his entrance music. Have you heard it?
No, should I have?
I'll send it to you later.
Please don't.
All right, let's go on. Let's continue. Juancho?
All right. Well, you keep talking about the match, and
All right, right. So as we continue on, we get back to commercial break, and Saquon Sugars is on the top rope on the top turnbuckle and executes an aerial attack on Dark State in the middle of the ring. Both these teams are not given an inch, and then the action spills over at ringside, where Saquon Sugars has Dion Lennox over. Well, no, before we get to that, because that shit's awesome. We get some more high-flying action from Romero showing off his aerial abilities. He knocks out Cutler James and Osiris Griffin at ringside. This clears the way for the ex-leader of the Dark State to hoist Dion Lennox over his shoulder and then run and do some type of air raid crash through the base of the crow's nest.
These motherfuckers can't keep that thing in one piece at all.
That's just the first of many pieces of collateral damage to come, Wancho.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, it's gonna get chaotic later.
This is literally the crash wall that you have specifically designed to be a crash wall. Like, how is it that they always keep breaking through in a nice clean wall into a nice clean hole?
You know, so
they keep doing that. We may never know.
We may never know. Although Braun Breaker spearing Carmelo Hayes through it is still one of the best things ever. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
Now,
but that was literally a year ago.
Unfortunately, Saquon Sugars is taken out of action by his own doing, and Noam Dar and Romero are left to fend off against the rest of Dark State. Dark State, of course, relying on their power abilities, and they were able to secure the victory over the babyface team with a tag team powerbomb on Romero. Your winners, Dark State.
Boo!
Boo!
How dare they? Boo, etc.
This is an interesting storyline because Saquon Sugars, of course, is out for revenge, but at the same time, he was also part of Dark State, who pretty much ran roughshod over the entire NXT locker room, and he finds himself in a position where he really doesn't have many friends in the back.
Well, it sounds like a him problem.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Unfortunately, there's a lot of salt that Sugars cannot contain. Ha! Condiments! Condiments are good.
Yeah, and those are spices more than condiments.
Oh, yeah, that's true. All right, let's go ahead and shift gears because we're going to move on to the exciting match of the evening. Juan, I know you're going to love this. It is a women's match, and it is the official in-ring debut of Reina Volcan. To the right, as she takes on the newcomer. Her name is Skylar Ray, straight from WWE Evolve. And she has a background, of course, in cheerleading.
Okay, cool. So cheerleader versus like massive Latina juggernaut of doom. Actually, wait, no. It turns out she's not like super tall or super big like we thought.
Same! I thought that she was tall. Like the video and the photos are deceiving.
Well, gotta love exaggerated videography.
I know, right? Now that being said, Reina Volcan, she's a big deal. Not because of her, not just because of her resume that she brings with her, but she is also the first ever Dominican Latina to sign with WWE. Yay! Female Dominican Latina.
I was about to say.
Because, yes, we had a first ever Dominican Latino in No Way Jose a long time ago, but we ain't talking about that. No way, Jose! Ha! So anyways, back to this match. So
she started smashing.
Oh, she smashed hard. She is a fucking bulldozer, a demonic bulldozer running right through Skylar Ray. Now, to Skylar Ray's credit, she did put up a bit of a fight against Reina Volcan. She did, but she wasn't strong enough to weather the storm. Reina Volcan pretty much just hit power move after power move. This devastating elbow right onto the back of Skylar Ray.
Now, what's actually got her Bonafide's up. What kind of resume does she have under her belt as a?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, she's a former luchador from CMLL, Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre, under the indie name Nikki Blackheart, and she got a seal of approval and she got a fucking endorsement from WWE superstar Bayley.
Okay, so Bayley's digging her, and she gave Tony Khan the finger. I'm willing to give her a shot.
Oh! Anyways, let's go ahead and continue on. So
the Queen pummels a cheerleader.
Yes, the Queen pummels a cheerleader, targeting the back, hitting a bunch of back breakers, elbows to the back, the surfboard stretch over here. Skylar Ray hits a little bit of a comeback. She does a really awesome cartwheel, spinning cartwheel elbow to the corner, to the turnbuckle, which is nice.
She did a freaking back cartwheel to get out of the surfboard stretch?
No, this was after. This was during her comeback. Yeah. But it was all for naught. Reina Volcan demolished Skylar Ray, hoisted her up for the torture rack to get the victory. Your winner, by submission, in her in-ring debut, Reina Volcan.
Okay. So she's no nonsense, takes no prisoners. She's got some meat on her. Which obviously is a visual novelty. You can't ignore the visual appeal of any wrestler or any sort of character, especially when it comes to ladies.
Exactly. It's 2026, Wancho. Women are strong now.
Women have always been strong. What's actually interesting is that, like I said, she's presented larger than life. She's presented like she's as tall and as big as almost like Rhea Ripley.
Oh yeah.
But she's far from it. She's actually 5'3".
Yeah. I would have guessed 5'7" or 5'8".
Yeah, no, but I guess what's her face? The cheerleader. What's her name?
Skylar Ray.
Skylar Ray. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess she's just extra mini by comparison. I don't know, but at the same time, when you ever go up against the other ladies on the roster, you'll be able to see the size difference come in. Like, for instance, off the top of my head, if Lash Legend was still rocking in the NXT roster, that would show the size difference, and then it would show how fierce she really is, despite not being nearly as large as some of the other women in the NXT roster.
Okay, I got my information incorrect. She wasn't in CMLL. Oh. She did wrestle several matches over in Lucha Libre AAA, and she was and she got her stomping, and she started off in Coastal Championship Wrestling right here in Florida under the tutelage of former WWE superstar Gangrel.
Really?
Yes.
She was talking about banging and banging. Awesome.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay.
All right. Now, let's get over to the exciting segment of the night, and I hope you guys are ready for things to go very nice and very evil.
I'm sorry, what?
Shiloh Hill pays a visit to Danhausen.
What?
Yes!
Why is the very nice and very evil one bringing his evil laboratory of dastardly calamities to NXT?
Well, Wancho, do you remember last week on Wrestle Rewind when you said that Shiloh Hill might need to consult with Danhausen after getting his tooth smashed by Tristan Angels? Well, nice going, Juan. You spoke it into existence. It is your fault.
Wait, bullshit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I legitimately don't remember saying that. But wait, I actually said that?
Yes, we can play back last week's episode if we need to.
Oh my god.
No, you don't have to fact check now.
No, I'm just what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
All right, well, fine. While you're in the middle of...
I'm not gonna fucking bother. I don't have the time. We're on the clock.
So by the power of Juan magic, Shiloh Hill showed up over in Danhausen's headquarters, I guess.
It's his laboratory.
His evil lair. His evil lair. And Shiloh Hill consulted Danhausen because he needs a replacement tooth because his tooth was smashed by Tristan Angels. So, Danhausen, of course, being an expert in such things, in his own silly way. He's over here playing with the freaking computer, just smashing random keyboards. He pulls out a tooth for him, and he hands it to him. And of course, in payment, like Shiloh Hill pulls out some random coin. He said something about it being Bitcoin or some shit. I don't know.
Ha! That's not how Bitcoins work. That's not how any Bitcoin works.
Whatever, it's funny. And no, that's where we end the segment. And this is such hilarious shit. So Shiloh Hill finally has a tooth to fill the gap, thanks to Danhausen, and he is looking forward to trouncing Tristan Angels next week on NXT. How diabolical.
Congratulations. What the fuck? No, okay, but in all seriousness, just so you know, fun fact, there are little fidgety thingies that you can get that if you have any sort of identifier, if you do dabble in crypto coin, in cryptocurrency, you can actually keep a physical like a physical copy of what's called your crypto wallet. You know, like it's literally what it sounds like. It's your wallet. It keeps a ledger of your cryptocurrency, right?
Right, correct.
Okay. So my brain is over here thinking, because, you know, I actually put effort into this stuff, unlike WWE, apparently. And what I do is that I would, where is it? There it is. I would actually look this up, and I went ahead and thought, okay, if that's how these guys are rocking, maybe Shiloh Hill gave him something like this. Or, like, literally a crypto wallet. Okay, you see? Like, you see these little things over here?
Yeah.
Okay, those are actual, like, physical dongles that you can plug up either with a USB stick style or keeping it, like, stored inside a little pill container kind of thing. And it has the encrypted address, you know, like the online address for your cryptocurrencies. Right?
Right.
So I'm over here thinking, okay, so is that what Shiloh Hill did? He just handed him one of these and it's got 1 Bitcoin's worth of money on it? I'm over here thinking, like, maybe something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Like, maybe something like that, and maybe, okay, even better. This, right here. You see it on the screen, Jose?
Yes, I see it.
Yeah. You see this little thing? Because it's literally a little flash drive with a Bitcoin shape to it. I'm thinking, okay, that would be clever because that gets into the whole thing of Shiloh Hill being an online guy, being a freaking YouTuber.
Yeah.
I'm over here thinking, like, okay, sure, why the hell not? Or even this, like an actual item, which is available for sale on Amazon, a cold storage wallet for Bitcoin. So I'm over here thinking, okay, maybe he did this, and this functions using like an NFC container on it, right?
You know this more than I do, Juancho.
No, this literally explains it. You scan the QR code on the back of the damn thing, and that connects you to your wallet. So I'm over here thinking, okay, maybe that's what he handed him. But I will bet you dollars to fucking donuts that just because I was able to pull that out of my ass, and lo and behold, it actually exists, that Shiloh Hill actually handed him something like that, but instead, because this is a WWE, and they don't think this shit through nearly as hard as someone like me would, because I'm an actual techie, and I actually know how this shit functions, they just took a fucking random-ass plastic fucking coin that looks like a has the same crypto Bitcoin logo on it, and this said, hey, here's a Bitcoin for you. Use that as your prop.
Who cares?
I care!
The segment is still funny.
Yes, it's funny. It's absolutely hilarious, especially when you consider that current rate for Bitcoin is up in the hundreds of thousands, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here.
Oh my God! Why are we spending so much time on this?
Not hundreds of thousands, just $64,097. So that's a lot of human monies for one Danhausen to have. But if you're gonna go for that bit, if you're gonna go for the gag, go all the fucking way, man!
Jesus!
What, am I not allowed? What? Listen, I don't want anyone to fucking think that I only crap on AEW or TNA and and that I don't have any fucking problems with WWE product at all. I do. They have issues. Serious issues. My thinking is very simple. If you're gonna go for the bit, go all the way! Go big or go home!
It still works.
Only if it's a real coin! Only if it's a real storage unit! You know what?
I don't think... Alright, Juancho.
This segment is cursed!
I don't think the coin was the big payoff. But okay.
So real to me, damn it.
Alright. Let's... Whoa.
Ooh.
So...
See, the gods of lightning and thunder upon the sky agree with me! It's all flickering and buzzing outside and shit.
Yeah, just a forewarning. We're getting a little bit of lightning outside, so, I'm being, understatement, but just bear with us, okay? Now let's get over to the match of the night, and it is a one-on-one contest featuring two powerhouse big hosses in the forms of Hank Walker going one-on-one against Keanu Carver. I have a question. Yeah. Who the fuck did Keanu Carver piss off backstage? Because if last I remember him, before taking my hiatus, he was white hot, he was undefeated, and he even at one point participated in a ladder match for the vacant NXT championship. And now he's taking losses, and he's in the middle of this nothing burger feud with Hank and Tank? Like... Yeah, this is so weird. Now, of course, yes, there is a story. Sometime, like I said, I'm playing catch up. This happened during my hiatus. Some time ago on the World of NXT, Keanu Carver destroyed Hank Walker, and Tank Ledger was left alone as a singles competitor. And Tank was trying to get back at Keanu Carver for hurting his best friend, for hurting his partner. So now Hank is back, and he's back for revenge.
Bum, bum, bum.
The match wasn't so bad. It just really obviously it was fun. Like there was energy, especially with Hank. Hank always delivers the energy whenever he's fired up, whenever he does his moves, especially when he dives through the ropes. But man, like I'm just watching this and like I'm rooting for Keanu Carver because I really liked it when he was white hot and they kept him undefeated. But I hate that they cooled him off. I don't understand why the WWE does this.
Well, it's like you said, he must have pissed somebody off.
He must have pissed somebody off. Did you steal Shawn Michaels' cowboy hat? Did you make fun of his parking spot? Did you make fun of his front hairline?
And lack thereof.
Did you stick gum onto his freaking Cybertruck? I mean, if you did, I'll
put a booger on the windshield.
I mean, if you did, we would commend you for it, because yes. But anyways, getting back to it, the match was fine, but at the end of the day, Keanu Carver won, like hands down. Actually, no.
On the comeback trail, then.
Yeah, I know. Actually, check to see if I actually uploaded pictures of the match, because I can't remember.
Let me see here.
Pretty sure I didn't. I did. Did I?
I guess. Yeah. Here you go.
Oh shit! Yes, I did. Yep. Nope. Like I said, starts off white hot. Starts off white hot with Hank Walker hitting the big boot. He's always like energetic. Like he's always the fans get behind him whenever he's fired up. But that momentum unfortunately doesn't last long. Keanu Carver really put the hurt onto Hank Walker with his own array of offenses. Tank Ledger was at ringside, and Tank Ledger was taken out by Keanu Carver. And yeah, and at the end of the day, like, yeah, no, you can see here of freaking Hank Walker, of course, trying to hit him with the shoulder block, trying to knock the big man down. And this is before Tank Ledger gets taken out. So after this spot, Tank Ledger gets knocked out at ringside. Keanu Carver gets back into the ring, delivers his finishing move to pick up the victory. Your winner, Keanu Carver. And then after the match, who's sponsored by Kybacor. I made that joke.
Yeah.
Don't steal my bit.
I wasn't stealing your bit. I was reminding you of your bit.
After the match, Keanu Carver grabs Tank Ledger over to the announce desk, and it looks like he's about to put he tries to throw Tank Ledger through the table, but the table doesn't break. I am the table.
Oh my lord.
And then we get a babyface ambush by NXT high flyer EK Prosper, who jumps to Keanu Carver from behind. Hank and Tank, they double team Keanu Carver. The babyfaces lay him out, and yay, the good guys stand tall. Hooray, despite Hank Walker not getting his revenge.
No, okay, so Keanu Carver gets the win, but they get the receipts. So there's your 50-50 booking.
Triple H.
More like 150 booking, because 3 guys against 1.
Yeah.
And they're the good guys.
Yeah.
We're going to beat up one man on our own. We're the good guys. Cheer for us.
Yeah. What?
The fuck?
Huh?
Que mierda es esto?
Sean, Triple H, what kind of booking is this? Come on, DX. I know you could do better than that.
Joseph, let's be honest. Let's be honest here.
I know, to put it eloquently.
No one knows what they're doing.
Sadly, that is the truth. And now let's get over to the. This segment was a little weird to take. It is an in-ring promo segment with the number 1 contender, Lola Vice, and she faces off with the NXT Women's Champion, Kendall Gray, and her BFF, the WWE Women's Speed Champion, Ren Sinclair.
Yay, I like Ren Sinclair.
Ren Sinclair is great. She's just amazing. She's just awesome.
Fun. She's a good personality over here and shit. Come on.
Now,
like, what's not to like about Ren Sinclair?
Now,
also, Lola Vice, goddamn it, girl, how dare she not be single?
Now, Lola Vice,
how dare she be hooked up with Damian Priest?
Keep it in the pants.
Never. Do you have any idea how important their fucking relationship is? It is one of the first fucking in public figures relationships between a Puerto Rican and a Cuban to fucking function. Especially in a romantic sense.
Oh, God.
You have any idea how difficult that is? I've got to deal with 1.5 Cubans 4 times a week.
Yo!
Yeah, and I fucking can't stand you guys. You and Angel, and you guys can't stand me. So as much as I pine over the booty of the bootylicious, brawling babe of NXT Underground, I must admit, for the sake of global peace, they must maintain their relationship. Fuck!
Yeah, see, this is your caveat, Juan. You created an entire segment with Danhausen. Actually, no, I'm not going to go. So, getting back to the segment here. So Lola Vice.
I brought this whole thing about Danhausen.
This is your karma. You speak awesome things of wrestling into existence, but you can never have what you truly desire.
Joe, she's been hooked up with Priest for forever. At least a year. It's one of the reasons why we had Damian Priest knocked down from the World Championship picture to tag teaming with R-Truth.
Yeah. But getting back to Lola Vice. So Lola Vice gets on the mic and she cuts a pretty genuine babyface promo and how she talked about how she represents being a champion and how and it's pretty basic baby faces. And Kendall Gray, when she gets on the mic, she comes off a little bit arrogant and a little bit cocky when she says that, when she talked about how nobody in the NXT women's locker room could keep up with her in the ring. Ooh, I'm surprised I didn't get a little bit of boost from that. She came off very arrogant.
Came off heelish in a way?
A little heelish, yeah, a little heelish. The delivery was just a little weird from Kendall Gray, but then again, Kendall Gray's never been good on the microphone, by her own admission. And hey, is that who I think it is?
Vicente Guerrero, how's it going, man? Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. Hey, Flockers. Hey, Flocker members, been a long time. Nice to see the report back just after I got done seeing last week's return show.
Yay! So, getting to the good part, they're going to have a rematch, but on Lola Vice's terms. They're going to the underground. Oh, yeah. Lola Vice.
I actually mentioned her being the bootylicious badass of NXT Underground. Lo and behold, they're having their match as an NXT Underground match. What are the odds?
Yeah. And Kendall Gray finished off the segment saying, okay, fine, I'll see you at NXT Underground. And after I beat your ass, you can go back to shaking it.
Oh.
That, I will give her credit, for all her fumblings on the mic, that was a surefire diss.
Okay, and she managed to deliver that without seeming like scripted or trying to remember what she's saying.
Correct.
Deliver that shit straight.
She delivered that shit straight. It was just, yeah, no. The rest of the promo was just a little weird because Lola Vice, like, I don't know, like, I like her energy, and yeah, she's a babyface, but like, I don't know, the way she talks and the way she comes off, like her persona and everything, like, I think she's more better as a villain. I think she's more better as a heel than a babyface, but that's just my opinion. And Kendall Gray came off very arrogant and very cocky, putting down the entire NXT women's locker room.
Oh, I see what's up.
Yeah.
Also, apparently my mic was down this whole time. They can hear me from when I'm screaming at you, but they weren't able to hear me very clearly. So go figure. Okay, so, alright. Here's one problem, though, Kendall Gray, that you're going to have to take into consideration. Lola Vice is undefeated in the Underground. It's her match. She made it happen. And this was even with Shayna Baszler, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was literally fucking laughing for a minute. I was like, okay, so this booty twerking babe, she's gonna try and take on the badass like Shayna Baszler. Then it was only when you showed me her actual MMA skills is when I legitimately shouted, "Oh my god, I'm actually afraid for Shayna Baszler's life and her safety." I'm afraid for her life and for her safety, and so we're gonna have to fire Phil Brooks.
So, oh god. So, will Lola Vice have another notch on her win belt for the NXT Underground, or will Kendall Gray be the one in her undefeated streak, her one loss?
You better believe that if that's how they fucking twist it, you better believe they're not going to make it easy for her. At all. Damn.
Oh, sorry. I'm over here chewing on chicken Alfredo. It's fucking delicious.
What exactly was it about that promo segment that was, like, subpar to you compared to the promo segment with Shiloh Hill and Danhausen?
I'm sorry. I can't talk with my mouth full. It's bad manners.
Oh, la-dee-da.
No, like I said, it's just the way they delivered their dialogue. Like, it just came off very weird to me. Lola Vice spoke genuinely. That was fine. But, like, Kendall Gray? Like, she sounded weird while she was delivering her lines. And like I said, she sounded very cocky and very arrogant. She's supposed to be the babyface. Like, she's supposed to be the good gal. We want to like her. We don't want to boo her. I mean, nobody booed her.
All right, yeah, well, nobody booed her, but then again, they didn't really have a booing effect with Lola Vice.
Yeah, it's just weird booking babyface versus babyface sometimes. Just as much as it's weird booking a heel versus heel. And Vicente Guerrero is on the chat. What's he saying?
Kendall Gray flat out tells fans she is bad on the mic, so of course WWE non-creative give her mic time. She's not going to be Taz level on the mic all of a sudden. Okay, being Taz level, that may be a bridge too far, but it's also a little bit of an insult. Because if we're talking in-ring Taz level, that's one thing. But if we're talking commentary Taz, she might have him blown out of the water.
Probably. But I digress.
I tease.
But I digress. Anyway, so moving on, let's get over to the honorable mention of the night before we get to the main event. And this goes to this fierce, awesome confrontation between Jada Parker and Natty.
Oh, fuck.
That's right. This was an incredible women's match between the two. Yeah, and how about that? Speaking of victims of the NXT Underground.
Both of these women.
Everything was fine. Everything was good. Natty had the sharpshooter locked in on Jada Parker. There was some, and then Jada Parker was able to break out into submission hold. Then she locks in the sharpshooter herself. And there's this angle over at ringside where Nikita Lyons and Carmen Petrovic. They had the white towel. They wanted to throw it to save Natty, but Natty refused to give in. But who shows up and throws everything off the rails? None other than our favorite caffeinated hyper fangirl, Thea Hale.
Wait.
She steals the white towel, throws it in on Natty's behalf, giving, what's-her-face, giving Jada Parker the victory.
Oh, that is such bullshit.
The face says it all.
Oh, my God. Oh,
You're free to blow it up if you want.
Oh, with pleasure. I mean, after all, Thea Hale is also a total cutie patootie, but that's not the point. The point is, like, you can see just with the attitude on her. Hold on, but wait a minute. Nikita Lyons and Carmen Petrovic were going to throw the towel in for her anyway. So what difference does it make? Oh, Natty was telling them not to?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I see what's up. You stupid boy! Yeah, I know. Okay, so Thea Hale
is a troll.
Just decided to fucking kick a hornet's nest. Lovely.
Why you trolling?
Why you always trolling?
All right, now let's get to the main event. It is round 2. After the Great American Bash, these two men are going to run it back the second time, this time in a street fight. And this is again another one-on-one contest for the NXT Championship. As the defending NXT champion, Tony D'Angelo, the vigilante of NXT. He's still an Italiano. This paisano is going to take on this stupid little guy named Evil, or whatever they call him. Yeah, he doesn't stand a chance. I got my stab vest on. You got to protect yourself, especially out in the streets. I'm from the streets of Chicago, okay? Random Italian joke here.
Beepity boopity pop. You are such an easily amused chimp.
So are you.
Yes, I am, but I'm at least man enough to admit it.
So and this street fight, of course, like as the both competitors make their way to the ring. I'm sorry. Let me finish. Tony D'Angelo defends the NXT Championship against Naraku. Folks, insert your Inuyasha jokes right now.
No Inuyasha joke, K-Storm?
No.
Nothing?
Nope.
Juan, what have you got?
I don't feel like using my noodle today.
Alright, whatever. K-Storm's more of an Inuyasha connoisseur than I am, so whatever. Okay, there we go.
That works. So, after the competitors make their way to the ring, they get to the ceremony where the ring announcer announces the competitors, but no, bullshit! We don't have time for that crap! Naraku immediately spits a poison mist onto Tony D'Angelo's eyes, and the bell rings, and we get straight to the action.
Shit, seriously?
Yes!
Wow.
Oh!
What is this, orange mist?
It is an orange mist. And by the way, this whole NXT evening is sponsored by fucking KFC's popcorn chicken and Panda Express.
What?
Yeah, you don't see the ad, but you can't see the ad, but NXT has sponsors on their shit. Like they've got freaking KFC's popcorn chicken on their mats and the announce desk. They have, of course, the Slim Jim tables, and they got freaking Panda Express on their LED screens in the entrance.
Well, I couldn't see it over here, so what the hell?
I could go for some Panda Express, but anyways. So, after being misted in the face, Naraku goes to work on the Don of NXT, hitting him with a series of weapons. Even at one point, he grabs Tony D'Angelo at ringside and throws him into the barricade, specifically one of the plasma LED screen LED barricades, knocking out the screen entirely. Yep, so we get back to the ring. Naraku hits him with some chair shots, freaking kendo sticks, and then yeah, go ahead. And the action, and And he even at one point hit a vertical suplex on Tony D'Angelo through those steel chairs. And I don't care how tough you are, that shit hurts.
It does. I can attest.
Yeah.
I went through chairs like that once. It hurts.
Now, Tony D'Angelo did try to fight back when they made their way back over to ringside. Tony D'Angelo got fired up. He was going to put Naraku. Oh, God, that name. He was going to put Naraku.
All right, we got to get over it.
Let's get over it. I'm sorry. He was going to put Naraku through the announce desk, but, Juancho, picture, please. Naraku was able to reverse this the spine. This is before that. Tony D'Angelo does fight back, and he grabs Naraku and slams him over by the entrance screen, right in front of the NXT Heatwave. Then they make their way back over to the ring, and Tony D'Angelo slingshots Naraku face first onto the garbage can that's propped up on the turnbuckles.
Yay.
Then we get to the announce desk where Tony D'Angelo was going to put Naraku through the desk, but Naraku was able to reverse it, hit his STO finishing move onto the mat. Then we get back over to the ring and we get to the finish. Unfortunately, I don't have any more pictures of this match, so you'll add the rest. It's going to have to go by my mouth. So, oh wait, no, we do. Never mind. Go ahead. Naraku goes for the poison mist again, but Tony D'Angelo blocks it. The poison mist is in his hand, so what does Tony do? Tony D'Angelo rakes Naraku's eyes with the poison hands, and then he plants Naraku dead to rights through the table to pick up the victory. Your winner, and still the NXT champion, Tony D'Angelo, the Dynamite NXT.
He was avoiding himself a nice little street fight over here.
Yeah, they put Naraku's now dead. I got Naraku dead to rights. No one's now he's out of the way, and now I'm finally gonna keep reigning supreme. And oh boy, here we go. We trade one opponent for another as we finally get the televised debut. Well, re-debut of Mike Santana, who is officially signed to WWE.
Holy shit! Yay!
Yep, according to the news buzz on social media, Mike Santana has wrapped up his time with Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. His contract expired in July. His last match was dropping the NXT Championship to Nick Nemeth at Slammiversary.
So he went to the danger zone and lost.
Yes, and now Mike Santana is WWE bound. He's going to be wrestling on NXT going forward. Juan, your thoughts of this development?
All right, so the match is pretty standard street fight. Toys everywhere, no rules, no count out, no consequences. Anything goes. Lazy booking. At least Naraku kept things interesting with countering that powerbomb into an STO on the floor, and being able to rock those being able to rock those poison mists. It was actually interesting to see that Tony D'Angelo managed to reverse that by just covering his face and then wiping the mist onto Naraku's face. And congratulations to Mike Santana. He really does have what it takes, so he's got it going on like Donkey Kong.
Now, sucks to be TNA because they just lost another guy, but good for Santana.
Indeed.
Sorry, this is really good.
I know. K-Storm is excellent.
So, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get into this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Like the fuse, hit the boom, dynamite.
This week's AEW Dynamite takes place over in Nashville, Tennessee, the hometown of 2018 WWE Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett.
That's Jeff, Jarrett, the king of the mountain, Jeff Jarrett.
Yes, I finally sat Juan, just to go briefly, I finally sat Juan down. Juan saw the three-parter saga in Dark Side of the Ring of Jeff Jarrett and the Battle for TNA. Now, obviously, there's a lot of information that was omitted in this three-part saga, like
how a lot of this shit's Russo's fault anyway.
I mean, yeah, well, yeah, but creative in TNA wrestling has always been a freaking mess, even before Russo. Even after
it started with Russo, and then you had 2 seconds without him, and then he Russo'd up again.
Yeah, that's true, but also they left out how Jeff Jarrett dabbled in freaking that stupid Global Force gold coin scheme thing, which was
like, Buddy is literally like one stroke away from becoming a crypto bro.
I'm glad he woke up and smelled the coffee.
So am I, thank God.
But aside from that, Juan, briefly, your thoughts on the 3-part saga?
A lot of that shit's still Russo's fault.
Okay.
And if they were going to talk more about TNA, they could have brought up Billy Corgan. They could have brought up how Dixie Carter was refusing to fucking step down. But what do I know?
Fair. All right. Then let's go ahead and get over to the action. We open things up in AEW Dynamite with a one-on-one contest for the TNT Championship. As the defending champion, the Jet, Kevin Knight, goes one-on-one against Darby Allin. Darby Allin finally gets his revenge after being ambushed by Kevin Knight at the end of AEW Double or Nothing in Queens, New York.
Wait, this took place in Queens?
Yeah,
Bitch.
at the Louis Armstrong Stadium.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm. You remember the venue, don't you?
No.
The Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens, New York?
I remember the school. The school I wanted to go to. The school that I had the grades for. The school that I didn't get the chance to even get to apply to because because quote unquote being an artist doesn't pay bills.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's not
I
go.
remember that.
Okay. Stop.
What?
Stop right there.
What a G-Money grip.
Anyways, and immediately after Kevin Knight makes his entrance, Darby Allin just goes straight for the offensive. They fight outside.
No, this took place in Nashville.
Yeah.
Last week was in Queens.
No. AEW Double or Nothing was in Queens.
Okay, there you go. Now
Last week, they were in a different town. This week, they're in Nashville. And Darby Allin immediately jumps Kevin Knight. They fight at ringside. The bell hasn't rung yet. And Kevin Knight was able to turn the tables on Darby Allin and drop him nats first onto the top of the barricade. Ow! Yikes! Yep. Kevin Knight was able to turn the tables on Darby Allin before rolling him back into the ring, and the bell rings. And Kevin Knight proving that he is a fighting champion, and he doesn't need to rely on the Don Callis family at ringside, which, thank goodness, God! Finally, something different-ish. At least Don Callis isn't on commentary yet.
Nah, but we still have to deal with Excalibur.
No, that's true. Oh, no, trust me. I've got a lot to say about Excalibur a little bit later. But getting back to the action. So, Kevin Knight continues to fight and continues to ground Darby Allin in the middle of the ring. Darby Allin, of course, manages to... Go ahead. Yeah. He continues to pummel away on Darby Allin and continues to keep the Daredevil grounded. Darby Allin, of course, was able to fight back. He hits his own comeback, hits a series of moves onto Kevin Knight. Even at one point, of course, drops the coffin drop to the outside while Kevin Knight was knocked out. So that was fun. And then when the action gets back over into the ring, these two guys are already in a battle. We got back from commercial break. Juan, picture. Kevin Knight and Darby Allin just going back and forth. Then we get over to the finish where Kevin Knight tries to bring in the TNT Championship to use as a weapon, but the referee was not having any of that shit. And then Darby Allin then hits a freaking Scorpion Death Drop onto Kevin Knight. But Kevin Knight was able to kick out, and then Kevin Knight eventually he tries to bring in another weapon. The referee takes that away. This distracted the referee long enough for Kevin Knight to grab the TNT Championship and clock Darby Allin in the head to pick up the victory. Your winner, and still the AEW TNT Champion, Kevin Knight.
Boo! How dare you? Bah, rada, rada. Okay. At least Kevin Knight being TNT champion is different. At the very fucking least.
Mm-hmm.
For one thing, we could see that he's willing to rock it as a heel. He was just with Mike Bailey baby facing it up for a while.
Yeah, no, exactly. And then, I kid you not, this actually ties into the exciting match because the way they transition it is so fucking crazy. Let me explain. I don't have pictures of this, unfortunately, but after Kevin Knight won, immediately we get the entrance music of the AEW International Champion Kyle Fletcher with the Don Callis family, and we get Kazuchika Okada, and they pretty much showed up and, like, intentional or not, they pretty much, like, upstage Kevin Knight because, you know, they're the superior members of the Don Callis family. And then we get an impromptu, like, in-ring promo segment before going into the next match with the Don Callis family. Kevin Knight gets on the mic and he talks a big game against Kyle Fletcher, saying like, "Yeah, I'm proving that I'm a fighting champion, and unlike a certain somebody, I don't need the Don Callis family to help me." And this fired up Kyle Fletcher, and Kyle Fletcher took exception to that and pretty much said, "Okay, you know what, you cocky little son of okay, not exactly in those words, but he pretty much wants his tag match with Kazuchika Okada against Brodito, and he wants all the Don Callis family ringside to prove that he could do the same thing." Like, he got offended. He got offended real quick. Yeah, no. My man Kyle Fletcher was turning pink, and I'm not talking about his ring gear.
Oh, we got some trouble in paradise.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Vicente did say over here in the chat, way to go, Tony D'Angelo. Brutal chokeslam. The Wall would have been proud of it. I remember he chokeslammed Crowbar off a stage fucked up Crow's ribs, and fractured his shoulder. Not the only issue. Big TNA problem was Dixie brought back Russo while trying to hide it from the talent. For the mics, I can usually hear Jose, and I have to turn up the volume for one. Yeah, no, like I said, I inadvertently had the microphone turned down on my end, but it should be good now.
Yeah, no worries. And this leads to the exciting match of the night. And as Kyle Fletcher said, it is a tag match, playa.
Holla, holla.
No. Kyle Fletcher said it, so we got to think Australian. Oi, oi, oi!
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
All right.
It is Brodito
versus Brodito.
That's right. The team of Brody King and the Ring of Honor World Champion Bandito versus the AEW International Champion Kyle Fletcher and the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada.
Okay, so the Bitch Boy and the Bald Butch versus Brody King and Bandito.
Yes.
All right. Let's see how this shit rolls.
So as I mentioned a little bit earlier, Kyle Fletcher was fired up, was insulted by Kevin Knight's trash talking, and he's trying really hard to prove that he doesn't need help from anyone, which except for his tag partner, of course. And of course, we also got some we also have some fuck ice chants from the Nashville crowd. Thank you. Yay!
Thank you, Nashville.
Mm-hmm. Hells yeah. So getting over to the match. Kyle Fletcher and Kazuchika Okada, they work pretty well together. Bandito and Brody King, they're fucking awesome, dude. Their chemistry is great. Like, especially when Bandito starts off, he does these little, like, finger gun poses. And then he also does his, like, little dances. And hey, is that Christopher Justice? Damn!
Welcome to Wrestle Wrewind, Christopher Justice.
Yay! Wancho, please share the photos of the tag match, por favor.
Yeah, never. You can't make me.
All right. So, of course, in the middle of the ring, as after the babyface started off white hot, Kyle Fletcher then keeps things on a slow simmer with Bandito. As I mentioned earlier, The story is Kyle Fletcher's insecurities. He's trying to prove that he doesn't need the family, and that he can take him on and he can do a much better job than Kevin Knight. So as we continue with the action, we get Brody King gets the hot tag, and Brody King lights up Kyle Fletcher's chest, turning his chest hot pink. Pink jokes.
All the pink jokes.
Yeah, because he likes wearing pink. I don't know why. It's just pink. He never really explained it.
Yeah, no, for real.
And I think I made my criticisms about Kyle Fletcher last week, but there's got to be more to Kyle Fletcher's character than just saying, "Oh, I'm going to be the best wrestler here in the company in AEW. I'm going to be the best wrestler ever." There's got to be something else, man. There's got to be more layers to Kyle Fletcher. What can we relate to Kyle Fletcher?
I have no idea.
Exactly. Anyways, now we get over to the finish. Bandito tries to hit the 21 plex. Kyle Fletcher then reverses it. Kazuchika Okada then grabs Bandito and tries to hit the Rainmaker, but Bandito ducks out of the way. And this causes a friendly misfire as Kazuchika Okada accidentally knocks out Kyle Fletcher. This causes Brody King to clothesline Kazuchika Okada to get him out of the ring, and dazed and confused, Bandito takes advantage of the opportunity and hits the 21 plex to pick up the victory. Your winners, the team of Brodito.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
And then after the match, the entire Don Callis family comes jumping in to jump Bandito and Brody King. And then the odds have been evened out because the Don Callis family were chased off by Andrade El Idolo.
Oh, wow. So he's came in all Il Duce style to save Brodito.
Yeah.
Cool.
How you know?
How you know?
So Andrade comes out to the ring, stands tall with the baby faces. Kyle Fletcher and Kazuchika Okada are arguing like a married couple. Kyle Fletcher, of course, being the angry pink person, and Kazuchika Okada apologizing profusely. without calling Kyle a bitch, of course.
Oh, wow.
Again, this is a pretty fucking awesome tag match, so good job. Good job, guys.
At least they are keeping the momentum going over here.
Yes. And now let's get over to the exciting segment of the evening, and this one is a promo segment. These two ladies meet face-to-face in a talkie before they face off at Redemption. And it is a face-to-face talking segment between the AEW Women's World Champion, the Toxic Spider Tekla, and Willow Nightingale. And here to interview both these ladies is, of course, the hardcore icon of professional wrestling and Juan's hero,
Captain Lou Albano! Wait, that's not Lou Albano.
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley!
And hey, love the Christmas shirt, man. Christmas in July.
Dude, we're in the middle of July. Christmas! I don't want to live for Christmas! Wait, I can't actually keep singing that. I don't want to accidentally summon Mariah Carey too early.
No. So Mick Foley is interviewing these two ladies, so I'm sure that's going to go over pretty well. Mick Foley being the peacekeeper and the mediator. Oh.
That can only end badly. Not because Mick Foley can't handle it, but I mean,
yeah, I know. Them bitch would be crazy. Of course, Willow Nightingale gets on the mic, and she cuts a powerful babyface promo, and she calls Tekla a dumb bitch for once. Yeah. Tekla, of course, tries to bite back with her own trash talk. Then Mick Foley gets on the mic, and he talks a little bit how he relates to Willow Nightingale, how they both smile through the pain, but are willing to do whatever it takes to get the victory. Now, that's very nice. That's very good. Some common ground between the hardcore legend and Willow Nightingale. Tekla, of course, doesn't care about any of that shit, and disrespects Mick Foley. And then Willow Nightingale, cuts another babyface promo, but it looks like she's cutting a promo hyping up Mick Foley rather than hyping up the match between those two at Redemption. I mean, she brought it back to just those two, but a good chunk of it was like just pretty much talking about how Foley is great.
Guys, we know Mick Foley is great.
We know Mick Foley
is good.
Yes.
Foley is good. Right here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Bang bang.
No, he wasn't bang bang.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then Tekla pretty much said this, like, she pretty much told Willow Nightingale, like, hey, after I beat you and I'm standing over you, still the the AEW Women's World Champion, you could do what you do best. Smile anyway. And then she clocks Willow Nightingale in the head.
Boo! How dare you?
Yep, and just puts a beating on Willow Nightingale. Of course, Mick Foley can't do anything about it. Oh, man. But it was still a fun interview segment. It was great. Both these ladies spoke in passion. And, of course, Mick Foley, he's no Jim Ross, but he was able to moderate this interview up until that point.
I mean, of course. Mick Foley is one of the best talkers in all of professional wrestling history. But the fact of the matter is, Buddy Boy's a little bit over the hill. So, yes, he's got the size over the ladies, but, that's the only thing that's keeping them apart. All they would need to do is for Tekla to shove Mick aside, and down he goes.
Which is the equivalent of which is the equivalent of pushing aside a couch just to get your hands on someone you hate.
You'd be surprised how pissed off someone would be, and how far people are willing to go to get to someone they hate. A couch can't fight back, though.
That is true.
Foley, he can at least fight back.
That is true.
So,
now,
still,
yeah, no, it was still fun. Now let's get over to the match of the night, and this one is a one-on-one match, and apparently we've got some Bullet Club gang warfare going on in AEW, as one of the members of the Dogs, I hate that they called them the Dogs instead of the War Dogs, one of the members of the Dogs, Clark Connors, goes up against the leader of the Bang Bang Gang, coming back from injury, Switchblade, Jay White.
Yay! Oh, before I forget, Vicente said, Kyle Fletcher wearing pink might mean he watched a lot of Heart Foundation footage. Oh, old Heart Foundation footage. Love how simple that how you know catchphrase is. Crowd is eating it up, and it's so simple. Yeah. Sometimes simple is best.
Mm-hmm.
Being straight to the point.
Exactly. Andrade has spent a good chunk of his career trying to get over in WWE and AEW on both companies, and he couldn't do so because of his own hurdles. And now he's finally
he managed to land on something that sticks.
Yes. I honestly think a big chunk of his landing is getting away from the Don Callis family, which thank goodness, because he didn't need them in the first place. But anyways, getting back to this match. So this match was okay. It wasn't anything spectacular. It was good. When I look at Clark Connors, I look at a cheap ass Kmart manufactured version of Hangman Adam Page.
And considering how Hangman Adam Page usually presents himself, that's not a compliment at all.
No. At all. The match was, like I said, the match was okay. They had a little bit of action over at ringside. The only cool part of the match was when Clark Connors had Jay White sitting on a steel chair at ringside. He tries to go for a running attack. Jay White ducks out of the way. Clark Connors eats chair. They get back into the ring. Clark Connors was able to reverse the Blade Runner multiple times. And in the end, Jay White was able to lock in some type of submission hold to get the victory over Clark Connors. So
your winner, Switchblade Jay White.
Yep, and then afterwards, David Finlay, the leader of the Dogs, runs down to the ring and knocks out Jay White with the shillelagh, and then the Bang Bang Gang shows up to run off the Dogs.
All right, so yeah, we got some Bullet Club action, but like you said, why this match wasn't? It didn't feel like that big a deal.
It didn't feel like that big a deal because
members of the Bullet Club in a bit of Civil War. And we're not billing it as Bullet Club. We're not fucking trying to use the name Bullet Club or try to fucking remind people that these guys are fucking Bullet Club. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as if New Japan Pro Wrestling trademarked the Bullet Club. It's not like it's part of their IP.
It is, isn't it? It started over there, didn't it?
Well, I don't know. I'll have to do some research on
Clark
that.
Connors worked several matches for CZW. I know how much Juan and Jose love that fed. That explains an awful lot about why Clark Connors doesn't really do it for me. Okay.
Yeah, same. All right, now let's get into this segment that's really, that's something. It's something that we really don't want to see happen again.
We don't need this.
We don't need this, but we're bringing it back, baby. Or rather, he's bringing it back because Tommaso Ciampa and Jericho will face off once again at Redemption. But this time, Jericho's tapping into his inner dark side, and he's bringing out the Painmaker. Oh, no.
Baby.
I got another picture of the Painmaker. Go ahead and show.
No, I don't want to see it.
Oh, no. We got to see it. Oh, yeah. The same Painmaker.
Wait, was this from...
No, I just got it from Facebook.
Okay, because it's literally just... They literally just took the picture Chris Jericho, threw the hat on, and that was it. The Painmaker is back. Like, I'm like...
Yeah,
fuck.
And they showed footage of the Painmaker and how he wrestled and brought the pain in certain matches. Who could remember such moments where the Painmaker got his head cut open by a pizza cutter by Nick Gage, and they simultaneously played the Domino's pizza commercial? I know they didn't show it, but that shit is ingrained into my memory.
Yeah, I don't want to remember that either.
Yeah, no, that memory is about as sharp as the pizza cutter, eh, Juan? The Painmaker is coming back. Yes, that's what I want to see. Chris Jericho, nearly 60 years old, putting on makeup one more time. Listen, it was cool that Sting does it because it's Sting, and he still had a fucking legacy and a fucking aura that he didn't diminish. But when Jericho does it, it looks like fucking dog shit.
I just don't get it.
Ugh! God, it makes me want to vomit. God almighty, like, it was, the Painmaker gimmick was cool when he brought it to New Japan, and yeah, during the first couple years of AEW, but dude, it's 2026. You're bringing that gimmick back now? Really?
Yeah.
Well, you already heard Juan's seal of disapproval.
I just don't. Did Ciampa even, like, freaking rock any of this shit? Like, what was he even?
Oh, no. He cut his own retort addressing it, and he pretty much says, like, oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The Psycho Killer versus the Painmaker. It's going to be great. It's like he's obviously trying to hype it up. He's trying to sell it on his own. And hey, give Ciampa credit. At least he's not putting on fucking gross face paint like Jericho.
Oh my lord. We sent it in the chat. If Chris Jericho wants a comedy extreme, he brings a second top hat with barbed wire inside it, puts it on Ciampa's head.
Oh yeah, speaking of barbed wire, I remember another good memory about the Painmaker. That's when Chris Jericho got his ass yeeted by Eddie Kingston onto a bed of barbed wire. And then I showed you the clip of what happened when Dynamite was off the air, and all the medics and everybody had to get him off, and they had to cut the fucking barbed wire, and Jericho was like yelling for his life, like, ah! Ah!
Motherfucker!
Yeah. You reap what you sow, Jericho. You made your bed made of barbed wire.
And now you must lay in it.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm not looking forward to this dog shit. No. Well, I'm looking forward to Tommaso Ciampa kicking his ass. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Assuming he does kick his ass.
Now, before we talk about the main event, let's talk briefly about the honorable mention, and this one goes to the no disqualification women's tag match player. And this one is for the AEW Women's World Tag Team titles.
There we go.
As the defending champions, the Divine Dominion, that is a team of Megan Bayne and Lena Cross, versus the Sisters of Sin, the newly crowned Stardom Trios champions of Sky Blue and Julia Hart.
Okay.
Actually, I have a pic. Actually, show the picture of Sky Blue and Julia Hart, because I love how they color coordinate. It's fucking adorable.
Yeah, at least it shows, like, freaking, a coordination between the ladies on here, and they've got almost identical ring wear. You know, the black sports bra, quote unquote leather, black shorts, quote unquote leather, dark tights, and since apparently the Stardom Trios Women's Trios Championships are multicolored, they have these little half sleeves, like these half tops. Things on that are color coordinated with the color of the straps of their belt.
That is fucking adorable, and I like it.
It is. It's super adorable. It's super hot.
Yeah. And then the entrance of the Divine Dominion was pretty cool. Like they were showing on the Titantron, cutting their own dialogue, which looks amazing. But then when they make their entrance, like it's so weird. They come to the street fight wearing their own custom, like, jerseys or whatever?
Hockey jerseys?
Hockey jerseys?
That is so odd. Like, yeah.
We're not in Canada!
Like, Nashville isn't exactly a hockey mecca in the United States.
Hell no, it's the city of rock and roll!
And it's the city where Dixie Carter almost killed wrestling.
Well, that too.
But that's not what's important. What's important is, the entrance video for their entrance, where you've got each one of the women on either side of the stage screens,
fucking great,
coming together, and then it lights up, and they come out in the of the stage, and you've got them. The Divine Dominion, it looks cool. But what threw it off, was these out of nowhere jerseys.
Is it because we're in a street fight? Is this their own version of just wearing whatever clothes because it's a street fight? I don't know.
Like, look, even Izzy Moreno, the BFF of independent wrestling, even she knows how to get hardcore or in a street fight, because instead of her wearing her multicolored super tights and sports bra outfit for like as her Bailey homage, Hugger Bailey homage.
Yeah.
When Izzy Moreno goes into an actual street fight, she tapes her hands up. She wears fucking jean leggings, like jean tights, in order to make sure that she can still move. Wears fucking boots for days, fucking like lead boots of death, and she wears a fucking t-shirt. Like, how is it that Izzy Moreno can dress for a hardcore match, like dress for a street fight, in a little bit more of a logical way than Divine Dominion? And I think I have an answer for that. I have a theory, and I passed it by Jose. My guess is one of these two ladies, just before they went into got ready for the match, one of these two ladies had a wardrobe malfunction that couldn't be fixed right away. You're
fine.
In a manner that would coordinate, because you could tell that they're still wearing the majority of their normal ring gear underneath the jerseys.
Right, of course.
In order for them to not look miscoordinated, and in order for them to just try to, cover up the fact that one of them may have like a tear in her top or something, I don't fucking know. Maybe we're trying to avoid a nipple slip. I don't fucking know. They just said, okay, fuck it. Do we have any Divine Dominion merch? We'll just wear our merch shirts out. All we got are these jerseys. Okay, fuck it. Give us jerseys.
Oh, Juancho. Your theory is about to be shattered. Because, first of all, the match itself was absolutely amazing. They brought out weapons. They brought out kendo sticks, garbage cans. We had a table spot where Scarlet Blue went through the table, which is fun. And then near the end of the match, like, the Sisters of Sin tried to use their freaking, like, they got to use their stardom titles as weapons to plant DDTs on the My Dominion. And then near the end of the match, that's when Megan Bayne sheds the jersey, no wardrobe malfunction, and she goes freaking berserk on the Sisters of Sin. Lana Cross and Megan Bayne hit their double choke slam onto Sky Blue to pick up onto Julia Hart to pick up the victory and retain. Your winners, and still the AEW Women's Tag Team Champions, the Divine Dominion.
Did Megan Cross, did she fucking take her jersey off?
Yes! There is no wardrobe malfunction, Juan! They just wore it because they wanted to!
You see, this is why I get angry with AEW, because I expect logic. I expect there to be some kind of explanation Then this is what I get for expecting more from them. This is what I get for expecting logic.
No, come on, Wancho. The jerseys is a far cry from what AEW have been guilty of doing over the years.
Oh, absolutely. This is just a minor yet prominent example. So, what do I
All right. And you know what? I'm going to mention this right now before we get to the main event because I didn't want to go off on a fucking rant here because I called it. I fucking called it. The women's match is always going to be before the main event because, oh, what? What's this? We're not in Boston anymore? Mercedes Moné's not here? Whoop! Back to where you belong, women's division. Thank you, Mercedes Moné. You just let us know when you want to come down here, and we'll keep the main event spot in the TV on TV just nice and perfect for you. That. And you know what? Let's stop for a second because I actually want to go off on Excalibur because me and Juan, we had a little bit of a discussion about Excalibur this week. He's become the topic of discussion for several reasons. Now Juan, of course, has his reasons for disliking Excalibur.
Every time you hear Excalibur, he's going to do the AEW Dynamite. Everything else was going to make it see of all time, and we never heard of Sam even trying to say anything going on. And he comes in and starting to talk that was invented by this guy who went out of Mexico in 1977. And it was groups the crime loss. And all you guys got stuff there. You started AEW Dynamite. If you can make out anything of what I fucking babbled, no, you couldn't. That is Excalibur's fucking dialogue all the fucking time.
Excalibur has been called out multiple times on social media, criticized for his overuse of a lot of pro wrestling jargon that the casual viewer would not understand. And if you continue to throw this kind of jargon everywhere and call everything bit for bit like nitpicking, like it comes off as nitpicking, and you lose the casual audience that you're trying to appeal to. You're on national TV. You're no longer appealing to a niche audience. Number one. Number two, as Juan just so eloquently demonstrated on the mic, yes, the way he talks, he dominates the fucking announce desk between himself, Tony Schiavone, and Taz. Because no, we don't have time for the other people to get their dialogue in. Like they talk
storytelling in or get any commentary in.
I mean, they get their commentary in, but man, Excalibur hogs the fucking microphone. He hogs it up.
And what's even worse than all of that, it's quite simple. Why the fuck does Excalibur legitimately wear a lucha mask that makes him look cross-eyed? He's had this exact same one lucha mask for years. You'd think that with the paycheck that he gets from Tony Khan, he could afford to get an upgraded mask. One that doesn't make him look like he's fucking cross-eyed.
Oh, but you see, Juancho, that's the mask that he wrestled back in his day because he can't forget his roots of indie wrestling.
Bitch, we don't give him a fuck
in Southern California.
Your roots are shit.
In Pro Wrestling Gorilla.
Roots. You don't have any goddamn roots. You're fucking annoying and dumb. There's nothing.
Yeah, you're just a skinny twig in a fucking black morph suit with a lucha mask. Yeah, that's all he was.
He's a fat twig.
What, Excalibur fat? No, he's skinny as fuck.
You sure? He looks like a fat ass.
Okay, whatever. Well, the point is, Excalibur, he is not a good commentator. I mean, and to bring up an example, during AEW Beach Break when they had Tekla commentary, who, by the way, she was hilarious. She was great. Like, instead of engaging in a discussion with her, asking her questions, because, she's a guest on commentary, and you want to hype up whoever would be the number one contender for the women's title, Excalibur just focuses on calling the match, calling the action, and not paying and trying to talk over Tekla and talking over everybody else.
Motherfucker!
You stupid asshole. You stupid masked asshole.
I just can't with this piece of shit.
I can't either. I don't like Excalibur. Out of all the people in AEW, oh my god, I think Excalibur is the one that I detest the most.
Just why?
God. Anyways.
That's still valid here.
Oh, yeah, of course. Now let's get over to the main event of this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, and it is a trios match, player.
Holla, holla, holla.
That's right. As I mentioned earlier, it's a trios match featuring the AEW World Champion, the Best Bout Machine, Kenny Omega, teaming up with the Death Riders of Will Ospreay and the AEW Continental Champion and the leader of the Death Riders, Jon Moxley, versus the Don Callis family, represented by the Machine, Brian Cage, Hechicero, and Jake Doyle. I swear, in Jon Moxley's own delusional mind, he believes that he is hardcore. He believes oh my god. Okay, I get it now. Anytime I say his name, I trigger the music. So I'm not going to say his name. In his own delusional mind, the leader of the Death Riders. God damn it, Juan! I'm trying to bring up a point.
And I'm bringing up a point too. He thinks he's hardcore, but he's boring and he's life sucking.
Yeah.
Like that's music.
Yeah, like how are his promos engaging to the audience? Like
they're not. He babbles shit and expects people to follow his nonsense.
Yeah. The Death Riders are a bunch of nonsense. But anyway, so let's get to the trios match. Yes, it's another case of will they or won't they get along between Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley, because they hate each other. They have history with each other, and this plays into the match with the Don Callis family. They start things off copacetic between the baby faces here. This was one of the spots during the match where Jon Moxley hits a running big boot, and then and then using that momentum, what's his face? Kenny Omega uses a German suplex on Brian Cage, which was great. And then getting back over to the act, and then as we continue on, the heels, the Don Callis family, regain control of the match thanks to Brian Cage and his super powered fucking strength, man. He makes tags in with Jake Doyle. Jake Doyle and Brian Cage use their power to overwhelm Will Ospreay, keeping him away from the baby faces. Will Ospreay was able to get a little bit of breath of fresh air to get away from the odds, and then they have this moment where Will Ospreay, he doesn't know who to tag. Like, oh no, who do I tag for the hot tag? I'm gonna tag Kenny Omega. So he tags Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega gets into the ring, and then all the other shenanigans happens. What's his face? Moxley's at ringside, like with Will Ospreay, trying to coach him or whatever the fuck. Kenny Omega's in the ring and he executes like freaking Snapdragon suplexes. There was a moment where Kenny Omega accidentally hits the V trigger on Jon Moxley during the match, which knocks him out. But that's okay because what's his face? They got Jake Doyle in the middle of the ring, and Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay, they hit the tag team combination attack of the V trigger and the hidden blade to pick up the victory. So your winners, the baby faces. Oh no, you went a little too ahead.
Yeah, what the heck is this then?
All right, then go back, because after the match, that's when this shit happens. That's when they get into conflict because like Jon Moxley thought that, oh, you hit me, that was deliberate and shit. And so Will Ospreay tried to play peacekeeper between the two, but there is no peace between Omega and Moxley. So Kenny Omega knocks down Moxley. Then Will Ospreay gets hostile with Omega. Then the Young Bucks show up and they start brawling with Ospreay and Moxley. Like whatever fucking peace there is between the Elite and the Death Riders is no longer there. There is chaos. The Don Callis family then shows up to break up this chaos. We get this cool moment where Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta, they're knocked out by Kenny Omega. They're set up like hanging on against the middle rope, hugging each other because Kenny Omega set it up like that, And Kenny Omega was trying to go for a 2-for-1 special with the V-trigger, and just as he was about to charge in, he gets flanked by Kevin Knight, who jumps from the air, knocks out Kenny Omega with the TNT Championship. Go to the next picture.
And that's where we get it.
And that's where the show closes off, with Kevin Knight standing tall with the rest of the Don Callis family.
But where is Kyle Felcher?
He's licking his wounds because,
They lost.
Yeah, he lost with Okada.
Bitch.
So, great main event. I like the action. I like the fast-paced action. That is to be expected. And I like the conflict. The story that they're playing with Omega, Moxley, and Ospreay. So that was cool. Overall, a good way to close off Dynamite before Redemption.
At least this little bit of storytelling does bring one point into focus. Kevin Knight is Don Callis' favorite toy.
Yeah.
His favorite boy toy. His favorite toy that's a boy.
But is he a sexy boy?
He doesn't need to be a sexy boy.
Oh.
He's a jet.
Oh, well, never mind then. Let me go ahead and put away my assless chaps. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not.
All right. Now let's go to this week's edition of TNA Impact. And this is another one of their tapings over in Albany, New York.
Yay.
Yay! And we start off with some tag action, player.
Holla, holla.
That's right. And we start off with the team of AJ Francis and Frankie Kazarian taking on the team of the face of the franchise, Moose, teaming up with Elijah.
He walks with Elijah.
That's right. We got some WWE action here, baby. Walk with Elijah. Boom.
Actually, that's now WWE action over here. Except it's only half WWE because of AJ Francis and Elijah. The other half are TNA OGs.
You ruined the joke. WWE walk with Elijah. Okay. It's okay. Nobody's perfect. All right. Stop saying that, man.
No.
All right. So, opening tag match was pretty solid, pretty good. Both tag teams are delivered high energy. As the action rolls on, the fans of Albany, New York are going crazy for Moose as Moose gets the tag and he starts wailing on Frankie Kazarian in the middle of the ring. Like, the dude is 6'5". He's probably taller than me. He's 300 pounds of pure muscle, and this dude, like, he fucking does a running senton, and when he does that, like, imagine, he drops his whole body back first onto your fucking, like, onto your solar plexus, onto your chest. Holy shit, that shit fucking hurts.
There goes your capacity to breathe.
I know. Oh, man. But no, the action was going pretty great. The action was going awesome, and then we get over to the finish of the match where Elijah calls in for the guitar. Moose tries to pass it, but then Expressions gets...
Yeah, that's the name of this rapper, Expressions.
Expressions.
Gets in between Moose and...
Yeah, no. And Moose and Elijah trying to keep Moose from delivering the guitar. And I'm sorry, like... Expressions is such a weird name.
Fuck it, who cares?
Yeah, no. Anyways, so getting back to the action here. All right, so AJ Francis tries to go for the down payment, which is the choke slam. Moose was able to reverse it, then shoves AJ Francis into Kazarian. Elijah goes to AJ Francis over to the corner, and he sets Francis to walk with Elijah. Then, of course, Expressions shakes up the rope behind the referee's back. AJ Francis drives down Elijah with Cash Out to secure the victory for the bad guys. So your winners, AJ Francis and fucking Kazarian. Then, Expression slides into the ring to try to attack Elijah from behind with the guitar. Nope. Moose, of course, disarms him. Moose disarms him and headbutts him. And then Elijah drives him down with the Highways Man Farewell, which is his tombstone pile driver.
Lovely.
So, same result as NXT. The bad guys win, but hey, the good guys got their receipt.
Hey,
I guess. All right. Now, let's go ahead and shift gears for a second, Juancho. Let's go ahead and talk about the exciting match of the evening.
All right, and what would...
And this is stretching it. This is so fucking bonkers. It is the Righteous Deletion. This has been hyped up 4 weeks at the Hardy compound. And this is for the TNA, and this is for the TNA World Tag Team titles as the defending champions, Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys, face off against the Righteous, which is Vincent and Dutch. And oh my god, these two teams have been fucking feuding with each other for a long time.
Yeah, you've got one who's a preacher, the other who's a evil hippie, and you've got one who's with a pair of brothers. One who's insane, the other who's a quote unquote artiste.
Yeah,
so,
sure. Yeah, that's one way to
go wrong.
All right, so. It is everything to expect in this fucking bonkers like matches. Like, if you think back to all the historical like cinematic matches in the Hardy compound, which it would be like the Ultimate Deletion, the Final Deletion, like the Deletion match from old years of TNA, the Deletion match from WWE, the Broken Rules match from AEW. Like, anytime the Hardy are at the helm of these things, like it's always you always expect some fucking wacky bonkers bullshit.
Vanguard 1 flying around. What's his name? Senor
Benjamin.
Yeah, Senor Benjamin.
And Matt Hardy's family, like his children.
And Matt's kids.
Queen Rebecca.
Queen Rebby. Who, goddamn it, Rebby.
Yeah.
Like, she's just the right level of a crazy Latina that you don't want to mess with. So yeah, I totally understand I totally understand the attraction.
That being said, small compliment on Jeff Hardy. Finally, Jeff Hardy's embracing his age. He's got a little bit of white on his facial hair. I actually like that. Very nice. Very stylish, Jeff.
Yeah, find a fucking Lee. You're growing up and you're not dyeing your hair like crazy.
But yeah, this match goes all over the place. Like they fight in the field, and then they teleport over to the little ring area where Matt Hardy's waiting with his kids, and they beat him up. And yeah, no, this is later where they have a freaking firefight with fireworks.
With Roman candles of doom.
Yeah! With Roman candles of doom, it's fucking crazy. They tried to blast each other with candles like later on in the match. Queen Rebecca got to hit a twist of fate on Dutch. That was fun.
How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a lot more weirdness, but as we get to the end, the Righteous got the better end of the firefight. They tried to dump the Hardy Boys into the Lake of Reincarnation, but Matt Hardy reemerges, and he is the GOAT. And then Jeff Hardy reemerges from the Lake of Reincarnation. He doesn't like the GOAT, so he goes back in and comes back out, and he brings out this old version of Jeff Hardy, and he brought out his old custom TNA World Championship.
The one with his face all over it.
Oh, God. Holy shit.
Me.
So Jeff Hardy uses it as a weapon. The Hardy Boys finally get the upper hand on the Righteous. They set Dutch up on the table, and then there was this construction vehicle. Like, what's the name of the construction vehicle that has the claw up front? Like, that's not a bulldozer.
Bobcat.
A Bobcat. They have the Bobcat there. Jeff Hardy then climbs to the top of the claw of the Bobcat, that's high up in the air, and hits a swanton bomb to pick up the victory. Your winners of this Righteous Deletion match, the Hardy Boys.
Yay!
Oh my god, that shit was fucking weird.
Also, we later find out that the two tables that the Righteous were straddled on, that Jeff Swanton threw them through, that was Rebby's crafting tables. Yeah, she chewed out Matt afterwards when they watched the match. It was like, "Are those my crafting tables? What do you mean? Those are my tables with the shimmering spray paint." Like, all these tables.
Yeah, I just saw these tables, and honey, I thought I left a memo, saying
those are my tables.
I know, baby.
Okay, I'll order you some new ones. He literally said, like, "Oh, it's okay. I'll just order you some new ones, dude." Run for your life.
To quote,
Matt Hardy may be a daredevil, but goddamn, His like Reby is not one to be fucked with.
And then after the match was over, the Righteous get dumped into the lake of reincarnation. And we don't know what happened. What's their fate?
We may never know.
Wancho, I'm gonna send you the link to the video. You gotta watch the Righteous deletion match.
Oh my!
It's so ridiculous, and it's so great.
I'll give it a try. God damn.
Now let's get over to the exciting segment of the night that had a little bit of a rough start because, man, I am tired of this faction. We got an in-ring promo segment with the System.
What?
I think I can't believe I'm agreeing with the Hawk here. I'm agreeing with YouTuber Markid123, who's famous for trash talking and aka covering these TNA Impact weekly shows. I'm tired of the System too. I fucking hate the System. They are so fucking dog shit now, and
they're played out.
They're played out. Yeah, like
we don't have. No, well, hold on. Is that fucking? Is that still Dirty Dango?
Nope, Dirty Dango's retired.
Okay, so Dirty Dango's gone.
Moose is gone.
Moose is gone.
They replaced him with Cedric Alexander, the X Division champion,
Eddie Edwards.
And Eddie Edwards is still there. And they replaced Moose with Bear Bronson. Like, okay, so Alicia Edwards gets on her mic, and then she talks about, and then she first starts off with that annoying, you want to know
something?
Which I'm not going to repeat here because fuck that shit.
You guys want to know something?
Ugh.
Can I do that?
Thank you.
That's what it sounds
Oh,
like.
God. Yeah, no. Bear Bronson got on the mic and he bragged about how he defeated Ricky Sosa last week and how he's fucking awesome. And then everybody got a turn to talk. Brian Myers said that they're pretty much the gatekeepers of TNA wrestling, that if anybody wants to succeed in the promotion, they have to go through the System. And then Cedric Alexander gets on the mic and I can't make out a fucking word he's saying because when Cedric Alexander talks, he's not talking, he's yelling. And it sounds very disconnected and very, very... like, I don't want to say graded, but like, I can't make out what you're saying, dude. Cedric, you're not a good talker. And then they get interrupted, thank goodness, they get interrupted by Ricky Sosa.
Bang, bang! Sosa! Bang!
And
bang.
yeah, I did hear his entrance music, and he sounds cool.
Yeah, it does. Oh, in the chat, ironically, when Vincent was working various copy gimmicks, he did try looking like Jeff Hardy among many others. As a wrestler herself, Reby should know no table is safe, even homemade ones. Yeah, no, like it was just a pair of regular folding tables, just like you would see. It's just that she spray painted hers with like this, shimmering white spray paint to like denote like, okay, these are my specific table that I use for making my crafts and stuff. Don't fuck with it. And what did Matt and Jeff Hardy do? They fucked with her tables.
They fucked with her tables. Yeah. But anyways, all right, so get to the picture of Ricky Sosa, please, Juancho.
Okay.
So Ricky Sosa interrupts the System, thank goodness, and he cuts a very solid babyface promo. He acknowledged that, yeah, he fell short of the mark against Bear Bronson last week, but he is resilient. He is able to come back after a loss. It happens. It's part of life. He, of course, blames it on Brian Myers for sticking his nose into his business, and he vows to take down the System. So Leon Slater shows up to back up Ricky Sosa, and he's in agreement that the System needs to be fucking stopped because they're freaking everywhere, and they're fucking annoying. Like, they're pretty much echoing the same complaints that we, the viewers, have about the System.
But yeah, they're played out.
They're played out. And they're fucking like, they fucking take shoehorn themselves into everything. Jesus, man. Like, the segment was saved by the baby faces of Ricky Sosa and Leon Slater. That was the good part. Like, you have to go through the shit of the System to get to the the gold nuggets.
But was it really worth having to go through all that shit though?
More or less. I'm grasping at straws here because honestly, this wasn't that very good of a show, save for the deletion match and the main event. Trust me, I'm gonna get to my woes in a bit. Let's get over to the match that I'm really, really, really put out of, and I really hate it. That I really didn't like it. And this is one of the round 2 tournament matches for the TNA Knockouts Television Championship.
All right. the fuck?
And it is Elena Black, formerly known as Cora Jade, taking on Wendy Chu from NXT.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wendy Chu from WWE Evolve.
No, I mean it. What? What happened?
Well, first of all, Wendy Chu has shed the freaking creepy sleepy girl gimmick. She's just now nothing. She's just
a wrestler.
She's just a wrestler, which okay, that's fine. And like the match was good. The match was really great. Both these women really delivered, and the fans were on their feet. The fans were going crazy for Elena Black and Wendy Chu. Everything was great, Juancho. There was nothing wrong with the match. You know what I hate, though? You know what I fucking hate?
What?
And I didn't know this until I researched the tournament. There's a 10-minute time limit on each tournament round.
Oh, so there is a time limit, just like other TV championships.
Yes, and this one fucking ended in a draw, and the fans were pissed.
No!
The fans were booing the hell out of this finish. Nobody liked it, so running down to the ring to get it's amazing. It's just a sample. These two women are great. They're really good. Oh my god! And then they fucking TNA crapped on it by ending it in a time limit draw, and then to take the heat off of it, they send the TNA Knockouts World Champion Xia Brookside runs down to the ring, and she beats up both competitors, knocking them both onto the steel steps. And you know what? This picture of both the ladies laying on the ground pretty much tells you everything. It pretty much tells you everything you need to know.
So how is it going to be settled?
It's not. Both these ladies are eliminated from the tournament, and the person who was expecting to face one of them, and by elegance, she gets a bye, and she advances to the semifinals.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This is stupid.
Ah!
Do you want to hot tag this?
No, I'm just gonna get too angry, and I really don't want to be that angry tonight. Let me take a look at something. In the chat. Vicente was saying, I want to know something, as long as Alicia Edwards wants to keep spitting that tagline, tired as it is. Giggity.
I'm sorry, but the last time Eddie Edwards was taken seriously was when he was a TNA World Champion in 2020 during the pandemic, and he lost to Eric Young, and I barely remembered that title reign. Oh yeah, by the way, Eric Young is gone from TNA Wrestling.
Man, why are they pushing Eric Young?
Away, far away. The joke is gone, Juan. There's no bringing it back.
Are you kidding me?
I kid you not. But anyways, but getting back to this match, I fucking hate this. I understand it's a TV title, but like, come on. Like, not every TV championship has to be defended on a time limit. On a strict time limit. But this is some bullshit. I didn't like it. I didn't like the time limit draw because both these women deserve to advance in the tournament. But what the fuck? What the fuck?
I don't get it.
This is an example of LOL TNA.
Bear Bronson has worked a lot of hardcore matches before coming to TNA. Not as badass as Moose, but close. All right, at least Bear Bronson's got some cred.
Yes.
This is depressing, though. I would have liked to see Elena Black or fucking Wendy Chu advance on here.
And here's the thing, Wendy Chu was actually
just fine.
And here's the thing, Wendy Chu was actually yelling at the referee, yelling at the ring announcer to no, continue this match. We want to fight. And instead, they rushed Xia Brookside out to take both of them out.
Man, but Xaya's not even in the tournament, and she's already a Knockouts champion.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Is there some sort of commentary or a message sent when Xia Brookside, the Knockouts World Champion, takes out two of the tournament competitors for the TV title? Like, you're casting a shadow over the tournament, babe.
Fuck. That's just so rude.
God Almighty.
Man.
All right.
Okay, so like, you know what this means? You know what this fucking means? No, but wait, actually, you didn't answer me. Is Xia Brookside in the TV title tournament?
No.
Okay, then you know what this could mean?
That they could both challenge her for the Knockouts World title.
Exactly.
That's a good pivot.
And now they have beef with her. They each have an equal amount of beef.
I guess. Fine. I mean, if they're gonna go that route, that's fine. I guess.
They could even say like, fucking make it a triple threat. Fucking easy. So fucking yeah. See, exactly. Really want to spice things up? Chu versus Brookside versus Black pay-per-view. Yeah. See, VCT figured it out there too.
However,
what do you mean? However,
there's an easy way for TNA to fuck this up. Only have Elena Black feud with Xia Brookside, leaving Gwendy Chu in the dust.
If that's the way they're gonna go, at the very least, they should have like, okay, you know what? We clearly want to work this shit out, but we both agree, whichever one of us wins needs to beat the shit out of Brookside for costing us that tournament. You know what? You're right. We'll settle our shit, and may the best woman win. But whatever we do, we better bring it to Xia Brookside and take the Knockouts World title off of her ass.
Exactly. And furthermore, why is Elena Black now leaning babyface now when at the beginning of TNA she was
being like the evil heel?
She was being the evil heel?
Like, okay, was it just because I thought what's her face? Hang on.
I mean, last week
I thought that it was because Sonya Deville was the one who introduced her in, and as a result, she came in as a heel for it. Or did she just switch babyface just for the match?
I don't know. I mean, I know that she had a talkie. She had a bit of a trash talk segment with Xia Brookside backstage last week, but I don't know. I feel like this this possible babyface run is unearned. But
what do you mean unearned?
Because I don't know, because you have two heels competing with each other, and Elena Black hasn't done anything to earn being the babyface.
Okay, so but Xia Brookside, she's been a heel for a little while now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a case of face by default.
Yeah, okay, I suppose. But this still turned me off. I didn't like the time limit finish. I don't like time limits.
I do if it's in an Iron Man match.
That makes sense. Yeah. But a 10-minute time limit on a wrestling match?
That's what the TV championship... Well, TV championships have always had a time limit to them. That's part of the gimmick. Because it's either 10 or 15 minutes time limit.
Yeah.
And they would have that. So, like, the idea here is that... So if we're going to have the TV title, fine, okay. I have no problem with that at this point. Fuck it, we ballin'. But... if we're not going to have this advance to, like, Elena and or Wendy Chu getting some payback on Xia Brookside, if that's not where it's going to go, then what the fuck was the point? So I guess we're going to have to wait and see if either of them do anything about it, or if they both come out and have a talkie in the ring, like, okay, you know what? We clearly we clearly got our problem over here. And we got screwed out of our match by the time limit.
We got beef, but we got beef with her.
Yeah. So let's set this straight. Let's take each other on tonight, right now, and the winner is going to challenge Xia Brookside.
Okay. Yeah. At this point, we're going around in circles.
Yeah, we're going around.
Yeah, but no, I get it.
That's the smartest way to go. And if Wendy Chu does get left in the dust or goes back to NXT to continue in WWE, then that gives Elena Black the free reign. But if not, then the only way to go about it would be they come out, they talk, and like, okay, we both want to kick the shit out of Xia. Xia's like, you don't get a championship, you don't get a match, and you don't get a match. Neither one of you will be able to challenge me. Oh no, we're not challenging you individually. Let's make it a 3-way.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Vicente also saying Lord Steven Regal went through a lot of 15-minute time limit draws in 1996 WCW. It got old. Yeah, I remember that.
Thank you. Now let's get
a real man's man, so we can almost forgive him.
Yeah, now let's get over to the segment of the night. Go ahead and play it. And this is something I need to bring attention to because this shit angers me still. When I first saw this TNA injury report thing that the commentators do, I thought it was just part of their partnership with Bioflex, which, by the way, they no longer have a partnership with Bioflex. Okay. But no, this is not a Bioflex collaboration. This is just another new thing to make TNA wrestling look cool and legit. And I fucking hate it, because it's such a stupid gimmick.
Okay, so who's injured?
No, I mean they don't show anybody who's injured. They just show like, oh, well, Moose was taken out earlier, so he's during the tag match, so he's under evaluation. And Nick Nemeth, he's in great shape and he's ready for the main event. It comes off hokey.
I'm taking it off the screen because that was stupid.
That was very stupid. It's so hokey. I want TNA Wrestling to ditch the injury report, get rid of it for good.
Please and thank you.
God almighty. No honorable mentions this time because, like I said, this week's edition was not that very good, aside from one or two matches that were awesome.
And really, Elena Black and Wendy Chu I'm still hung up on that because, like, God damn it. Either one of them would have been excellent in this TV title tournament.
Yeah. But now let's get over to the main event. And this contest is for the TNA World Championship. As the defending champion, the wanted man, Nick Nemeth, puts his title on the line against Casey Navarro. If Casey Navarro loses, he must leave Nick Nemeth alone. Anyways, so this match starts off white hot. Casey Navarro runs, and Nick Nemeth runs circles around each other in the middle of the ring. Everything's going pretty awesome. There's no one at ringside, no bullshittery from Ryan Nemeth or anybody else who might be involved. It's just straight up Casey Navarro, straight up Nick Nemeth going at each other. Casey Navarro releases an array of offense against Nick Nemeth early in the match, and as we get to commercial break, Nick Nemeth then targets the leg of Casey Navarro, and he hits a barrage of these elbow drops onto Navarro's chest.
Ow.
Oh yeah, I love it when the former Dolph Ziggler does these elbow drops, because sometimes he does like a barrage of them, or sometimes he does the elbow drop, then he kips back up, and then he freaking does this thing with his hair that.
That.
Yeah. No, it's like this. Ooh, yeah. It's so cool. Yeah. What the fuck, WWE? Why'd you drop the ball on Dolph Ziggler?
Well, if you had hair, you'd be able to do his move, but since you don't, I'm going to do it for you.
Yeah. Anyway, so Dolph Ziggler keeps working over Casey Navarro and targets the right knee. And then Casey Navarro hits a fiery comeback. He comes back with his own aerial offense in, and we even have a powerbomb spot from Casey Navarro. Like these two, like Casey Navarro was able to reverse a move. Go ahead and show the picture of the powerbomb.
Oh shit!
It's awesome. It's great. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, this was during the time where Casey Navarro is being worked on. So, sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, yeah. He keeps working over here. And then we get the powerbomb spot from Casey Navarro, which looks freaking awesome. And then we get over to the finish of the match. Casey Navarro actually hits one of Nick Nemeth's moves, the famous Sir. But Nick Nemeth was able to kick out after two. And then Casey Navarro tunes up the band, and he goes for the sweet chin music. He goes for the super kick, but Nick Nemeth was able to kick out, and then after more back and forth, Nick Nemeth catches Casey Navarro off guard, knocks him down with a super kick of his own, and then finally hits the danger zone to pin and retain. Your winner, and still the TNA World Champion, Nick Nemeth, complete with Carlos Silva, who has to justify his job by his existence by being in the main event and presenting the champion and all that shit. Like, say what you want about Tony Khan, at least he doesn't fucking shoehorn his face into every championship picture.
And why the hell did they have to keep I only found out last
Jesus Christ!
That the stupid ass generic looking TNA hat that he's wearing is actually TNA merchandise.
Oh, not good one, man. It sucks. I can't believe that fans buy this hat.
He could just as easily use the other one that has the TNA logo. Not this generic ass looking thing that looks like I got it made at the mall. You know, the thing that doesn't exist anymore.
Jesus, man. I'm sorry. Can you tell that me and Juan we don't like Carlos Silva? Like, I don't know who we despise more, Tony Khan or Carlos Silva.
Carlos Silva showing up with a $35 hat that looks like it costs $4.
Thank you, Vicente Guerrero. No, you know what? I think I dislike Carlos Silva more because he brings nothing energy in his interviews, and yeah, he's responsible for TNA wrestling being in the shits that they're in right now, with so many talent leaving and putting on not like. There are a few good matches, like I said, but man, you have to sit through a bunch of stuff that creatively does not hit all cylinders.
Ay.
All right, ring that bell.
Happily.
So, final thoughts for this week. This week's TNA Impact. Listen, the main event. It could have been better. The main event world title match and the righteous deletion were the only saving graces of this edition. Everything else was freaking average at best.
The Cora Jade and Wendy Chu match was the
match could have been
Cora Jade.
The match could have been great if they didn't freaking like cut the match's balls off with a 10-minute with a time limit draw.
I meant to say the Elena Black Wendy Chu match.
It's okay.
And it was going well
up until that point.
Right, they were actually doing a damn good job, and then we get this bullshit.
Yeah, like, wow, way to fucking edge me, TNA, you fucking asshole. Yeah. Oh, God. Now, this week's edition of AEW Dynamite was fun. The Trios main event match was fun to sit through, and some great quality wrestling action in the openers and the tag matches. And, of course, the women's no disqualification tag match was fun, even with the fashion faux pas of the Divine Dominion jerseys.
Were they just modeling the jerseys for merchandising?
Merchandising! That's
where
what
the real money at the movie gets made.
Exactly. And I'm not looking forward. I don't want Chris Jericho as the Painmaker, dude. Like, I don't. It doesn't look right. It doesn't look good, man. You're pushing.
It legitimately doesn't look good. It looks like someone who was trying to make evil clown makeup and doesn't know how to do makeup, so they just make little lines on there. Where if you've actually got any sort of creativity to go in with the look of the Painmaker, you know he could have fucking done. He could have had those lines, the lines across the lips. He could have had them like. With tendrils out across his cheeks to make it look like barbed wire or rose thorn, like rose thorns or whatever.
Yeah,
you know. And he could end the same with it going off with the slits across his eyes. You know, have them look like it's like straying out and make it look like his fucking thing. Just looks like somebody who doesn't know how to do makeup.
I know.
What's the deal with bad face paint?
And while me and Juan, we have our own harsh criticisms of Excalibur, the rest of Dynamite was pretty solid. Now, this week's edition of WWE NXT was also great. The street fight was awesome. Naraku versus Tony D'Angelo definitely delivered it. We're happy about Mike Santana being in WWE officially now, so that's good. That's always good.
Oh, we forgot to mention a little moment. Since you brought up the stupid KFC popcorn chicken promotion.
Oh, yeah. There was this fucking segment in the back where Robert Stone is in his office and he's eating popcorn chicken from KFC. And he just happens to have a stack of 6 popcorn chickens right there. Tubs right there.
And Shiloh Hill goes in, demands a match with, what's his fucking name again?
With Tristan Angels.
There you go. Tristan Angel, the baby face, gorgeous George bitch. And but you need to fucking do it. All right, if it makes you feel any better, I'll do it. Like, okay, you know what? This is great. This really works up an appetite. Hey, thanks for all this popcorn chicken, and steals his food.
And this was nothing more than a shameless plug for KFC.
Like, KFC popcorn chicken, so good you'll threaten your boss for it.
Okay, to WWE's credit, that was a fun use of their sponsor. But everything else was also good.
It was still ham-fisted.
It was still ham-fisted, but everything else about NXT this week was pretty solid. Now, for next week's edition of Wrestle Rewind, along with our weekly reviews, we'll also cover the main event of this year's AEW Redemption. Kenny Omega defending the AEW World Title against the TNT Champion, Kevin Knight. But until then, and, of course, just to set the expectation, there will be no Los Amigos play this Saturday, but we'll have plenty of news to discuss on tomorrow night's edition of The Ravens Flock. So until then, Juan, Plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona, as he reviews for you the best of the worst of three of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Step into the ring every Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, live, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an interflocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock.
All right, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting edition of Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Arouse, I'm Jose Casabona, and shut the fuck up, Excalibur.